Hey, I used your lottery winnings to buy this convertible. You don't mind, right?
What? Of course I do. I couldn't believe he'd spent my money on a convertible without asking me first. And the reason he gave was just the worst. So, I decided to teach him a lesson. How much do you think I won?
What?
He better brace himself because there's no way I'm letting this go. My name is Megan. I'm 28, but still want to enjoy my 20s. Since I turned 25, I've felt my energy levels drop. I used to think I could sleep off a cold, but now even sleep doesn't cure it. Health really is the most important thing. Now, my daily joy is doting on my adorable 1-year-old daughter. But when I was pregnant with her, my husband, Andy, was a nightmare. Andy, who's 2 years older than me, and I have been together since college. We met in a school club back then, young and full of dreams, and we promised each other a bright future. He's the opposite of me, introverted and serious. When he told me he was drawn to my smile and that's why he approached me, my heart fluttered unexpectedly. My best friend Lisa was the first to notice my crush. She's been my friend since elementary school, loves fashion, and went to the same university as me. Despite being social and having many friends, I'm terrible at romance. And Lisa always gives me spot-on advice.
Megan, if you like him, you have to tell him. What if someone else takes him?
But
be confident. You're beautiful. You're my best friend, and I guarantee it. Go for it.
Okay, thanks. And thanks to her advice, I started dating Andy. We grew closer, discovering shared interests and hobbies, and found joy in each other's company. We both loved movies, so we went on movie dates once a month. We'd place popcorn in the middle, and sometimes our hands would touch, making us blush. It feels like ages ago. Afterward, we'd enjoy coffee at a cafe, cherishing our time together. Naturally, this led to marriage, deepening our bond as a couple. Our marriage was peaceful, and we never fought. 6 months in, we got some happy news.
Happy birthday, Megan. Let's stay happy together forever.
Aw, thank you, Andy. But it won't be just the two of us anymore.
What?
We'll be happy with 3 of us from now on. I smiled and rubbed my belly, and he hugged me, overjoyed. We promised each other happiness as a new family. Soon after, morning sickness hit me hard.
Ugh, I feel so sick. Are you okay?
Not at all. He was worried, but the sickness wouldn't go away. This might have been when he started changing, but I was too caught up in my own struggles to notice. I couldn't cook or do chores, lying in bed all day while he worked late. In the early stages of pregnancy, I was mostly bedridden, but I started feeling better and could go out. One day, I heard an announcement at the local shopping mall. Today is your lucky day! Why not try buying a lottery ticket? I remembered hearing that pregnant women have better luck, so I thought I'd give it a try. Despite the low odds, I bought a ticket and stored it in my vanity drawer. As my morning sickness eased, I returned to work and got back into my routine, forgetting about the ticket. Where did I put that ticket? I often forget where I stashed important things, and I struggle to remember where I put the ticket. Oh, right, in the vanity drawer. I finally remembered and compared the ticket to the numbers on TV one afternoon. What kind of future awaits if I win? Dreaming about it was the most fun part. I was getting the numbers right up until the last digit. Oh my gosh, if this is it, but maybe it won't be. My heart pounded loudly. One more number to go. I waited anxiously. Oh my God, I won! Yes! I did a fist pump and jumped around forgetting I was pregnant.
I checked multiple times. There was no mistake. I have to tell Andy. But we hadn't eaten together recently because my morning sickness made food smells unbearable, so he often ate out. That habit made us drift apart. I thought I'd tell him when he got home. As my morning sickness started to ease and I had more good days, I thought I could spend more time with him again.
I'm home.
He ended up coming home right before midnight. Welcome back. You're late.
Yeah, I was busy. I ate out after overtime.
He looked indifferent, or just tired, but I thought he'd be happy to hear my news. Hey, listen, I have news.
What? Can't you see?
See what?
That I'm exhausted.
Yeah, but you could at least listen.
Just be quiet. I'm tired. Tell me later.
Andy snapped, loosening his tie and stomping into the living room. You don't have to get so mad. I almost said it out loud, but I held back my words. Andy grabbed a beer from the fridge, slouched on the couch, and turned on the TV, ignoring me. Oh, come on. You don't have to be that cold. It wasn't the right time to talk about the lottery, so I decided to wait. There were many chances, but Andy avoided being alone with me and rarely came home. When he did, he turned up the TV and drank beer, ignoring me. It felt sad about how much he'd changed. When did things get this bad? In despair, I called Lisa. Maybe he was just tired. You're overthinking it. Talk to him again. I'm sure he was just tired. Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll try talking to him again. Thanks, Lisa. Of course. Call me anytime, okay? Her words lifted my spirits a bit. I recently found out Lisa was a temp at Andy's company. I felt guilty for not considering his feelings enough. Winning the lottery should have brought us joy, but it cast a dark shadow instead. Would we keep dragging on like this? Lost in my chaotic thoughts, I stood in the middle of the house. The subtle distance between Andy and me had grown since a few weeks ago. An invisible wall stood between us, and I believed it would crumble someday, resolving to maintain the status quo until then. But that moment came in an unexpected way, deepening the wounds in our relationship. One weekend, Andy was home for the first time in a while. He seemed unusually cheerful, like something good had happened, humming as he fiddled with his phone. I couldn't help but ask, "You're in a good mood?"
Oh, you noticed?
Anyone would, hearing you hum.
Guess I can't hide it.
Did something good happen? It was like he was waiting for me to ask. He stood up and dropped a bombshell.
Actually, I bought a convertible with your $100,000 savings.
What? I was speechless. A convertible? My $100,000? What was he talking about? Andy, looking pleased, continued.
Yeah, a convertible. It's being delivered to the dealership, and I'm gonna go pick it up and take it for a drive.
Wait. What do you mean, my money?
Well, I just borrowed it from your bank account. You won the lottery, right? That's awesome.
No, it's not. And how did you even know?
Who cares? Stop nagging. If you argue, I'll divorce you.
What? He threatened me, a pregnant woman, saying,
It would be tough if we divorced now. Our child needs a father.
Hinting at the struggles of single motherhood. More than the word divorce, I was shocked by how he had changed so much in the past few days. Was this really Andy? How did my introverted, serious husband become like this? Beyond anger, I felt sad. He left to get the car, leaving me standing alone, trying to figure out what had changed him so much. This Andy was nothing like the old Andy. Something was wrong. Searching his suit pockets and bags, I found a mountain of credit card receipts. Examining them closely like a PI, I saw 3 receipts with the same date: a restaurant, a convenience store, and a hotel. The convenience store receipt listed a thin rubber item. It was like tracking a date, enjoying a meal, shopping near the hotel, then spending the night there. The neighboring town hotel confirmed my suspicions. He had been sneaking off to the neighboring town without me noticing. While not proof of infidelity, his actions were clearly suspicious. One night, Andy came home drunk, scattering his clothes as he slumped on the sofa. His phone kept vibrating with messages from someone named L. This must be his mistress. "Thank you for today. I love you. Can't wait to see you again." My heart raced as I took screenshots. Among the messages was the word convertible. He bought it for her with my money. Anger and sadness overwhelmed me. Andy was cheating in our happy home. But I couldn't deny reality and calmly planned my next move: divorce, for me and my unborn baby. I began gathering evidence, finding out about his mistress. When I learned they were planning a trip, I decided to expose them. I'd give them the thrill they wanted. The following weekend, I told Andy I was staying at my parents' house. "Honey, I'm considering giving birth in my parents' town. Since you're often home late, I thought I'd stay there for a while."
That sounds like a good idea. Don't worry about me. Go ahead.
His voice couldn't hide his excitement. "Thanks. I'll go arrange it then." The hometown birth was true, but I wasn't actually going back to my hometown. If my plan succeeded, Andy and his mistress would surely get together while I was gone. On the day, I left with my suitcase in the morning, and Andy saw me off with a big smile. Once he went inside, I snuck into a nearby cafe. From the window seat, I could see our front door. I waited. Knowing her, she'd come as soon as I left. I checked the security camera footage from the living room and bedroom, seeing Andy texting someone. 2 hours later, she arrived, as expected. What a sight! She was all dressed up and excited, boldly entering my home. I waited for the right moment to act, getting decisive evidence. As the moment approached, I started trembling. Finally, it was time. Brace yourselves, suckers! Over 30 minutes later, they disappeared into the bedroom. I quietly approached, feeling every step bring me closer to confronting them. I quietly opened the front door, determined to catch them. They were so absorbed in each other that they didn't notice me. I silently moved to the bedroom, camera ready, and burst through the door. They turned in shock, frozen when they saw me. Realizing me, they panicked absurdly. "Whoa, what's going on?" Andy fell off the bed in his rush, lying pathetically on the floor. I looked at him with disdain and sighed. "So pathetic, both of you." I glared at them. "What? Why?" She wrapped the sheet around herself. "Nice to meet you, Elle. Or should I call you Lisa? This is, Yes, Andy was cheating on me with my best friend, Lisa. She pretended to be supportive while already involved with Andy. Unbelievable. It would have been better if it was someone I didn't know. Why her, of all people? Discovering it was her shocked me into silence, feeling betrayed by both Andy and my best friend. It took time to accept, but thinking of my baby, I knew I had to divorce. "Sit down," I ordered calmly, glaring sharply. They sat, pale-faced, hands clenched on their knees. "Got anything to say?" "Megan, help me! Andy forced me into this." "Excuse me?" "Trying to gain sympathy now?
Ridiculous. I kept saying no, but he insisted it would be okay if we kept it secret. She even started fake crying. Pathetic. Enough with the fake tears. I know everything. Tell me the truth. Speaking firmly, Andy finally spoke.
Actually, she had terrible shoulder pain, so I was just giving her a massage.
Yeah, that's it. My shoulders have been awful lately. Who'd believe that? Did they think I'd fall for it?
Oh, really? Did it help?
Yeah, a lot. They feel a lot lighter. Thanks, Andy.
Yeah, no problem.
You've never given a massage before, Andy. Try a better lie. I'm speechless. I sighed heavily, looking at them sweat nervously.
We're getting divorced. You know that, right?
Wait, no, please.
No.
I don't want to split up.
And you're saying that while naked?
Gross.
I had no intention of forgiving him. And return the $100,000 you used for the convertible. My savings from before our marriage aren't shared property.
What? You won the lottery, right?
How do you even know that? I never told you. The room went silent as he stared at Lisa.
My wife told you, didn't she? That she won the lottery?
Lisa nodded. I smiled. What a mistake. I asked, how much do you think I won? Confidently, he replied,
$300K. That's why I bought the car.
I told him the truth. How odd. Where did you get $300K from? Because I just want $300. His eyes widened.
What?
What? Yes, $300. I guess Lisa misunderstood when I said 300. She panicked, and Andy trembled at his huge debt. Coldly, I said, divorce is definite. I'm also suing both of you for damages. I've already hired a lawyer. Desperately, he pleaded,
wait, no, I can't live without you.
Firmly, I said, and you'll pay child support and return the $100,000 for the car. He looked devastated.
I can't afford that.
I smirked. You will. Sell the car.
No way.
But I wasn't done. When did this start?
What?
I pressed. When did you two start? Lisa gave in.
Since college.
My investigation had already revealed their past. I see. You managed to deceive me for so long. Did my happiness bother you that much? Then she sneered.
As a matter of fact, yes. I've always hated your attitude. You always got attention. Even though I'm prettier, guys were obsessed with you.
Her jealousy had burned for years. She liked being flashy and assertive, sometimes alienating peers. But this level of envy was unbelievable. And Andy's reason for choosing me as his girlfriend was even worse. Their conversations in my evidence revealed it.
Why Megan?
She was popular in the club. We bet on who could get her. And I won. His kindness was all a show. The real Andy was a womanizer, juggling multiple girlfriends. The past doesn't matter now, but continuing to deceive me is unforgivable. You'll pay for this.
Please, I don't want to break up.
Right then, the doorbell rang. Perfect timing.
Who is it?
Seeing the visitor, he started shaking.
Andy, what have you done? Dad, why are you here?
The person who walked in was Andy's father. He owned a company and came from a fairly wealthy family. Rumors of their affair had reached him. When I told him the truth, he promised.
He will take responsibility.
I had asked him to arrive 30 minutes after I confronted him. Andy always feared his father, and he was terrified now.
Betraying Megan and having an affair at work? You're no son of mine. No, please, Dad. What do I do? Stop whining. Sign this now.
Crying, Andy signed the divorce papers as ordered. He stopped talking, too scared of his father. Lisa, more afraid of the company president than her boyfriend's dad, shrank back. Despite Andy's pleas, I took the papers, waved, and left. Andy and Lisa were fired for their affair. Further investigation revealed Andy's numerous affairs via social media with more women than I could count. He was the worst of the worst. I deeply regretted my poor choice in men. Lisa's pregnancy was discovered, and Andy, not wanting to stay with her, fled one night. Her parents, initially angry at her, turned their wrath on Andy when they learned about the baby. Now, he's effectively imprisoned by her family, living in fear of her father's reputation. I received alimony, child support, and the $100,000 for the convertible. Now I live in a new apartment with my newborn daughter. I used the $300 lottery winnings to bet on horse races, turning it into $900. This money will be for my daughter's future. In our sunny living room, the time I spend with my little one brings new light to my life. Her smile is the best reward.